Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to read an article entitled Watch Out, Rim of the Pacific. A rim of China may be on the horizon. The Chinese People Liberation Army Navy or PLAN and navies from 10 ASEAN member states carried out a field training exercise in the South China Sea from 22 until 28 October 2018. The joint naval maneuver followed a joint ASEAN-China tabletop exercise in Singapore on 2 August. Military personnel take part in a maritime rescue exercise near China's amphibious transport dock Kunlun Shan during in China. 8 ships, 3 helicopters, and more than 1,200 personnel from China and ASEAN countries participated in the field training exercise in the waters near the major Chinese port of Zhejiang. The plan dispatched a guided missile destroyer, guided missile frigate, and supply ship. ASEAN nations sent 3 guided missile frigates from Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam, a patrol ship from Brunei, and a logistics support vessel from the Philippines. The vessel carried out maritime tasks in line with the Code of Unplanned Encounters at Sea and undertook joint search and rescue activities. China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs touted the inaugural ASEAN-China maritime exercise as a new level of China-ASEAN strategic coordination and a new starting point for China and ASEAN countries to jointly address security threats and uphold regional peace and stability. The ministry added that China is willing to elevate China-ASEAN relations to a new height, and according to a hyperbole statement in the Global Times, the maritime exercise signaled that Beijing and the Southeast Asian bloc have upgraded military and defense ties, taking substantial steps in safeguard security in the South China Sea. The big question now is what China will do next. Beijing may leverage the NASCAN exercise to gradually establish its own versions of the world's largest multilateral naval exercise, the Biennial Rim of the Pacific, or RIMPAC. Perchance a Rim of China, or RIMCHN. A development of this kind would save face for China after being disinvited from RIMPAC last May. It will also advance the security component of China's ambitious Belt and Road Initiative and China's Dream campaign to displace the extant Western-oriented world order. The timing, scope, and nature of a possible recurring China-led multilateral maritime exercise might depend on how ASEAN, the rest of the Indo-Pacific region, and the world respond to the inaugural ASEAN-China maritime exercise. If favorably, Beijing may accelerate its plan to establish the exercise. If unfavorably, Beijing may bide its time for an opportune opening and then set the conditions to do so. For now, Beijing may start small, perhaps with joint ASEAN-China maritime patrols in the SES. It can then incrementally building up to an annual or biennial maritime exercise that eventually rivals RIMPAC. But sooner or later, China will likely establish RIMCHN because it's aligned with Beijing's other lines of operations regarding the SES. RIMCHN complements China's ongoing efforts to shape and influence the much-promised and anticipated South China Sea Code of Conduct. Beijing continues to manipulate the draft code through language that exclude non-ASEAN states from the SES, regulates military activities in the SES, and gives Beijing the authority to veto military exercise between ASEAN members and foreign powers from outside the region. Most recently, Beijing suggested that China and the 10 ASEAN states should carry out joint military exercises regularly. RIM-CHM supplement Beijing's wide-ranging effort to dominate the strategic waterway. China is increasing its administrative control through further expansion and militarization of its 7 military outposts in the Spratly Island, with possible plans to establish more military outposts at Scarborough Shoal, James Shoal, Vanguard Bank, and Macclesfield Bank. Beijing also intends to permanently station a searching and rescue vessel at Subi Reef, and it's considering introducing floating nuclear power plants. The launch of a constellation of satellites to monitor and potentially control commercial shipping will further increase China's dominance in the SES. RIM-CHM is support Beijing's possible future ambitions to displace the Shangri-La dialogue with the recently revamped Xiangshan Forum. The regional forum is widely regarded as Beijing as an increasingly viable and desirable counter to the SLD. From Beijing's perspective, Washington and its allies use the SLD as a forum to unfairly criticize and contain China. Beijing may see some value in participating and accepting criticism in establishing multilateral forum as an outgrow and accepted cause of its right as a global power. They said Beijing may one day conclude that they just may not be worth a squeeze. Why bother with the seemingly biased and fading SLD when it can focus instead on expanding an alternative Chinese forum? So I think the time is up. That's all for me. Bye bye and see you on my next video. Bye.